Yes, welcome to David Photography. On today's show we're going to the Devil's Cauldron. Come if you dare. Hello and welcome to David Photography. Today, this is the Devil's Cauldron. We're in Comrie, C-O-M-R-I-E, which is in Scotland. It's off the A85. So, let's see what we can see here. This is a spoiler alert. During the making of this film, no devils or smoking cauldrons or witches were harmed. But there is none of any of them. But I hope you watch anyway. Okay, welcome. This is where we are. Now, the viewpoint for what you can probably hear in the background on the thing is very limited because we are up here and all the water is down there. And I'll show you. Now, the angle is virtually vertical. So I just need to put my armband on. As you see here, we have a viewing area. On 2 levels. You have this shot. And up to the top one, where you have a seat. You have slight different angle. But as you take it, you can't get down to get any lower shots. Just taking the arm thing back off. Now we're going to follow this path to see if we can move any further up and around. There is a small car park, and I mean small. There's a slightly better angle. If you look through the trees here. So let's work to see if we can get any closer. Okay, we've worked down to here, coming down this, which is covered in leaves and is very, very slippery. So we're down here and this is probably the closest we're going to get to the water. I have myself locked in to a couple of rocks just to hold us there. But as you see, even with the 14 to 40 lens on, we've got the really close shots. So we have the sunlight coming through because it's just after 12 o'clock. I should think that this noise could be drowning my talking out. Okay, so We have the shade of the trees, we have some light coming through, but it doesn't say it's going to be enough to take the picture. We'll take a couple of shots and we'll put them up, and then I'll continue back up that way and see what else we can find. So at this point I'll show you what I took, no matter what it looks like. And I might change lenses from this to one of my other ones and we'll see what happens. Okay, we have moved a tiny bit further up. That here's where I was. So I've moved up to this bit, which was what I took the photos of. As you see, we have another small little waterfall bit there. They're not big drops, they're just quite small. I'm currently using my 40 to 150mm lens to show you, so it does make it look much bigger, but hopefully it gives you some idea of how it looks. As I said, although it is daylight and there's plenty of sun, the trees make whatever you're taking look darker. So I dropped my shutter speed down to make up for that rather than do anything else. So we'll see what pictures I take here. Okay, now after walking and taking the pictures of the falls, or whatever we can call it, just to say that the path stays as far away from the water as possible. So the only way to get to it is to go down another path which takes you closer to it, and that was the only one that I could find in the distance. So after walking for a while, I found that the path came very close to the road. Now, putting two and two together, I take it that the road comes back out where I have the car parked, since it's heading in the same direction. And it would be better than scrambling over the slippy rocks with all the nice wet leaves on. So I'm walking back towards the car after taking those pictures. I've just passed a tree, which I'll put up. With lots of little mushrooms on, and changing the settings and constantly changing the settings because it gets lighter and darker and all of that. It's best for you to keep track of these things. It's also best that if you're taking the pictures of the falls, to have it show up on your screen at least for a second, and then you can see if it's too light or too dark. Even though you're looking through the viewfinder or looking at the screen, that doesn't guarantee that that's how you're going to get the picture if you have either one of those set too light or too dark. So it's best to just have another little look and see if you have any other little fashions. I would just say we have trees that fall down. Must have fell down for a while. It's got little plants growing on it here. So, as I said, the thing comes is that do not assume that you have the picture. Give a check. Use what you have, the zebras and all of that, to make sure you have the focus where you want it. Don't delete any pictures until you see them on the screen back at home. So, here from the Devil's Cauldron, I sign out. See you later.